Hi guys. First seed unveiling for the 2024 section. So this is from Baker Creek. I always love to see Baker Creek's packaging. Little flowers. Okay, so the usual thank you card, which I appreciate. And the receipt, so I know what I did buy. All right. So I bought 10 seeds and supposedly got 2 free. Let's separate them into, that's free. Okay. Didn't get spoon tomatoes, yes. Okay, so it looks like I've got 3 things of veggies. Yeah, I'll put that over. I think that's where I originally had it. 3 herbs, 4 flowers, and then 2 veggies for free. All right, let's start right hand first. So this is Akatama onions, red onions. They're supposed to be sweet and also store relatively well. Supposed to be nice and mild. So these guys are going to be getting into, getting them seeded out here in the next couple of weeks. Today is the 22nd of December. Happy winter solstice yesterday. So first true day of winter today, and it's actually balmy and sunny. Who knew? So I try and buy new onions every year just because onions are one of those kinds of seeds that don't last very long. So I did have problems with germination last year, and I think it was because I was using older seed. So I will keep up with the tried and true that I normally do, like things like candy, those kinds of onions. But I thought I'd try because I like red onions. I've heard a lot of YouTube people oohing and ahhing about the Lesya pepper. It's supposed to be very sweet and with thick walls to it, which will help me with making my pimentos, because you can make pimentos, peppers, out of pretty much any kind of pepper you want, whether you like them hot or mild or anything like that, just like you can make paprika out of any kind of peppers you want. But these are nice and red, supposedly thick-walled, and so I can use these as for salads. I can use them in cooking. I can use them as pimento peppers for making my pimento cheese, for my bagels in the summertime, and possibly drying them. We'll have to see exactly how thick-walled they get. But so give these a try. And just for weirdness sake, I got the King Tut purple pea. So legend has it these were the peas that were unearthed in King Tut's tomb, 100 years ago or whatever it was that Lord Carnarvon, what's his Carter, got in there. So it's been kind of debunked since then. But this is an older type heirloom, and I like the fact that the pods are purple. I think these are an actual shelling pea. So the reason why I like purple potted peas and beans and things like that, because it's a little bit easier to find in all the leaves and things like that. I use every advantage. So I just thought I'd give it a try, see if these guys are any better. I haven't been having the best of luck with any kind of peas or beans lately. The flea beetles and the Colorado bean beetles of whatever kind have been pretty much decimating those kinds of plants for me here lately. So, see if I can get these guys to survive next year. All right. So just in keeping with the veggie motif, let's go in with the free seeds that I got. Let's see, this is a Landis Winter Lettuce. So cold hardy Dutch winter lettuce. I'm hoping this is showing up. Otherwise I'll have to do this all over again. But supposedly a frost resistant lettuce. So should have made this order earlier so I can get some planted, but probably what I'll do is I'll plant these first thing in the spring. And then a free packet of either Koral or Koral carrot seeds. Always good for a carrot. Don't know exactly what type they are. Let's see. Nutrient dense heirloom from Europe. No duh. Productive, vigorous with cylindrical deep orange roots averaging 8 to 9 inches long. Free of splitting, even when grown in heavier soils. Always a good thing. Silky smooth texture. Widely grown in Europe but unknown in the US. Well, we'll find out how they do. Always good for carrots. All right, so I've not ever seen, at least that I am aware of, because I have tried growing, I think in the past, I have gotten the Panorama Mix Bee Balm and grown it, but I have never actually gotten any of the reds. So I went ahead and, by God, I'm going to get a red bee balm. Not that I don't dislike the other bee balms I've got, but I've got a lot of lavender and purple colored flowers, so this is the year for red. What could I tell you? And it's a good thing for the bees. So this is in with the herbs just because you can make teas with it. So anything, I kind of put them back and forth. But they're pretty, so they can be a flower or an herb. I got a different kind of lavender for, with seeds. Torch blue lavender. Now this guy is perennial in zone 7 through 10. And thanks to the USDA, I am now in zone 7B instead of zone 7A. It's all Greek to me. Somehow I have a feeling that if anything didn't grow for me before, it's not going to grow for me again. But, the fact that we're pushing a little bit away from the margin between 6 and 7, I'll give it a try. So the fact that it's a 7 to 10 zone means it does better in warmer weather. So what I may do with this guy, 24 inches tall and wide, I may be able to put these guys, at least one or two of them, into a pot. And I may see about bringing them in for cold weather for next year and seeing, just in case we get another killer winter. But I'm always a sucker for a lavender. Still like my phenomenal lavender the best, but we'll see. So we'll get those going. And then the third herb is a blue spice basil. These guys are supposed to be good in pots as well as in the ground. But the thing that got me was the fact that it's supposed to be very fragrant. Heavy fragrance with a spicy vanilla overtone. So I thought that it might be nice for teas. I grew Tulsi basil, holy basil. It's kind of a weirdness about whether Tulsi basil and holy basil is the same thing. And then I see in the same catalogs, you know, all these different types of, there's holy Tulsi basil and holy A, B, C, and D basil. So I grew the Tulsi basil from MI Gardener last year. And indeed, it did go to flower very easily. And I probably are going to have about a zillion of those kinds of basils coming up next year. The one basil that I really did like from last year that I grew for the first time last year was that Emerald Tower basil. I don't think it ever did actually go to seed or to flower at all until we got our first frost in September. Now, if we hadn't gotten the big frost in September, you know, there's a chance it could have gone to flower and gone to seed in October, but that was the first basil that I've ever grown that, because of the heat, did not go immediately to flower and to seed. So I'm definitely going to grow more of those last year. I need to check and make sure I have plenty of seeds of that. But I saw these guys and I thought I'd give it a try just in case the Tulsi does not grow back, but also just kind of see if I like the spicy vanilla. So some of these are old, well, these are 4 varieties that I've never grown before, but the poppies and the cosmos and the dianthus I've grown before. So I'm going to try these, the Himalayan blue breadseed poppies, just because I'm a sucker for blue, even though, yes, I know that looks purple rather than blue. But I doubt if I'm going to be able to grow enough to actually grow poppy seeds for my bagels or anything like that. But so we'll be winter sowing those here in a little bit, along with some other poppies that I have from last year. But I thought it was pretty. I have seen this. It says on the packet that it's Black Magic Cosmos, but in the catalog it says Black Magic Chocolate Cosmos. And it's supposed to smell like chocolate. I'm hoping so, because this was my big splurge at Baker Creek. $5 for 4 seeds. So I hope all 4 germinate. Otherwise, we will not be doing the Black Magic Chocolate Cosmos anymore. But anything that looks or smells like chocolate, I'll give it a try. And it's kind of pretty too. So wish me luck on that one. Dianthus, I really like Dianthus. I've got some that so far, knock on wood, they are still green and holding on, even though we've had, not last night, but the 3 previous nights, we've had lows down in the teens, which is kind of weird for East Tennessee in what's still considered to be, you know, fall rather than winter. So I just like the so dark red, it's almost black, and then the white contrast. And these guys are supposed to be fragrant too. I like stuff that looks like it come out of an English garden. English cottage garden. We'll have a little English cottage garden here in the hills of East Tennessee. And then I went ahead and bought this. This is Lavender Mist or Nigella. I just like the color. It's called Mulberry Rose. And this is supposed to be a plant that's good for pollinators. And I just kind of like the thing. So I think one of the reasons why it's called Lavender Mist is because the foliage is very airy and lacy almost. So it should be able to be planted among other things and kind of rise above it. I think it's supposed to get 1.5 foot tall, 18 inches tall, and then the flowers will go up above that, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. So that was it. Now, is that going to be my last order of seeds? No. I have another one coming. So I really like Baker Creek. They've got their acts together. And one of the reasons why I say that, hi, see my face. So I was talking about Baker Creek and why I like them a lot. Well, first, the free shipping. Now I get it. I mean, I have my own website and I have to ship out to people. Oh, just realized the hair is not looking good. Okay, well, you've seen me looking frumpy before. I'm not going to worry about it. But I've got my website. I do have to mail things out to my customers. And the prices of shipping keep going up. There's no way around that. And I get it. But I mean, the thing that weighs the most is the packaging on this thing. So, if Baker Creek wanted to get, kind of cheap with their packaging and use, a flimsier packaging or something like that, it would be much cheaper to mail that. So I do appreciate it. Realize I don't know anything about Baker Creek. I realize they may have an arrangement through, the business and things like that, where they get cheaper rates than, poor little schmoes like me do. But the price of seeds are going up as well. So I would rather, and this is just me, I would rather seed companies charge me 10 cents more a packet of seeds and give me free shipping. Because I have another shipment of seeds coming from Seeds and Such. I placed the order for Seeds and Such on December 15th. This is the 22nd. I did because they had a sale on 25% off seeds. So I took advantage of that. I missed the days when seeds went on sale for half off, but these are the times we live in, my children. But so I took advantage of the sale. I kind of bit my tongue a little bit with it was either $4.99 or $5.99 for the shipping. And I bought pretty much the same number of seeds. So it's going to be possibly another thing like this. I would rather the companies charge me 10 cents more per packet and offer me free shipping and then just absorb the cost of mailing the seeds to customers that way. It's kind of like the, paying sales tax on food. If you just jacked up the prices of the food a little bit, you'd never notice, kind of deal. Or maybe you would, but I don't, because I don't have time to sit there and do math. But I really like that. Okay, so I placed the order for Seeds and Such on the 15th. I placed my order for Baker Creek on the 19th. This is the 22nd. The order's here. Got notification from Seeds and Such that the order was mailed the same time that the Baker Creek order was mailed. It's not supposed to be here until after Christmas, like 26th, Tuesday after Christmas. There's a chance, because I know how the post office and even UPS, FedEx, those kinds of places, operate. They'll tell you it's arriving on, the 15th and it arrives on the 10th. Just one of those things. I think they give us long dates just so we're pleasantly surprised when they actually arrive early. Don't know. But, and Baker Creek is in Missouri. I'm in East Tennessee, and I believe Seeds and Such is either in Georgia or South Carolina. So pretty equidistant. It's a possibility that Seeds and Such is closer to me than Baker Creek. So I don't know. It really is weird how things change throughout the years. I mean, it used to be my go-tos were pine tree seeds, park seeds, and territorial. And then I discovered Seeds and Such because it wasn't too long ago that if you bought 20 packs of seeds, you know, the price incrementally dropped the more seeds that you bought, more packs of seeds you bought. If you bought 20 packs or more seeds, the packs were all like $1.99 or something like that for each. And you may not get, you know, thousands of seeds or anything like that. Just depends on how much. But on a lot of this stuff, I was okay with that because, like, you know, the Black Magic chocolate Cosmos that I bought. Yeah, I'm paying $5 for 4 seeds. That's $1.25 a seed. And the more I think of it, the more I'm like, why did I do that? But, you know, you gotta live a little. It's either going to be the biggest disappointment or it's going to be a big success, and I'm going to be paying $5 a year from now on because I can't do without it. So I don't know if I want it to succeed. Anyway, I digress. So I went over to Seeds and Such, and then they started raising their prices. Same amount of seeds, but increasing the prices. And then I found Baker Creek. And then I found Southern Exposure Sea Exchange and Select Seeds. I found some as I'm going on. Fedco Seeds. I need to remember to look them up and see what they've got going. I don't know. Maybe I think I should be getting a catalog soon. Has anyone else been not receiving a lot of seed catalogs? I mean, I've gotten some. I got Baker Creek. I got Seeds and Such. What was the other one? Pine Tree. So what these guys need to realize, and I think I'm digressing again, what these seed catalog people need to realize is that even, you know, the fact that they are online, I understand it. But when I'm stuck inside and I can't get out because it's too cold or it's rainy or, you know, I just don't feel like going outside, I don't really like going online and going through each page because it takes forever sometimes for the pages to load and all that kind of stuff. Whereas you have a paper catalog in your hand, you can go page to page and just kind of at least ballpark what it is you're looking for. I make spreadsheets. I keep each spreadsheet on my computer from year to year of what I bought from who, the prices, if there's some variety that I want. I will go through every seed catalog that I have looking for that same variety and seeing what price they are and how many seeds you get for that price. And then I go through and I'm just like, you know, the little old lady in the grocery store with her little pocket calculator calculating, you know, which one is the best offer or the best price. I'm just like that. Now, the only kibosh to that is if there's one variety, one packet of seeds from one company that's the best price, and that's the only thing that I get. Sunshine in my eye, my eyelids twitching again. Pooh Bear. You know, so I kind of sort of have to balance out. And these days, I am trying to keep from buying from too many different sources at a time, because I'm buying way too many seeds. And then I don't get to use them all. And then I forget and I buy more seeds the next year. It's just not good. All right. Ooh, I see bees flying. Little girls. I know there's nothing to eat. Sorry. But I just totally lost my chain of thought. All right. Well, I'll do another segment if I can remember what it is. Okay, so going back on the clips of the Baker Creek unveiling, I realized that I left out off a lot that I was actually going to say. Only problem is most of it, I can't remember what I was actually going to say, so it's kind of okay. Basically just kind of extolling the virtues of Baker Creek. So I touched on the the free shipping, which is always a bonus in my book. If you're a seed catalog owner and you're watching this video, if I get a vote, I vote for free shipping and a little bit more expensive seeds. But that's just me. I also like variety. I like stuff. One of the things that has made me not want to go back to some of the other seed catalogs, things like, burpees and Jung and what's the other one? Well, you know who you are. Basically, a lot of them carry all the same kinds of seeds, which nothing wrong with that. They're the tried and trues and stuff like that. But I do like trying out new varieties, especially new varieties that have more disease resistance on certain things. Yeah. So apparently I live on an old former nuclear power plant / Indian graveyard / haunted / toxic waste disposal. I don't know. A lot of it could be the fact that it's such the soil the spot that I have to grow on doesn't have a lot of its own natural soil, and I'm having to rely on, soil that I bring in, whether it's bag soil or, bulk soil from, like a landscape company. I have to fertilize more. I know this, and yet every year it's like I start off pretty good and I lapse, but I digress again. So, but I just like finding and seeing new varieties. And even though Baker Creek does do more heirloomy stuff, they find seeds from different parts of the world and bring them in. So I do like that aspect. Usually, we'll forget about the chocolate cosmos incident. Please, God, please let them grow. Anyway, so usually Baker Creek, for the price, does give you enough, quite a few seeds. Now, there are varieties. Oh, my gardener. So, I love the concept of, every packet of seed is $2. But again, he's one of those ones that, the veggies, especially veggies, herbs, that kind of stuff, they're the tried and true ones. And while I can see the appeal of that, and there's nothing wrong with using tried and true, I just like to try newer varieties. So, so it's Baker Creek's kind of a compromise between the seed catalogs that have all the wild and woolly kind of stuff, and then the free shipping but more mundane kind of seeds. So it's kind of in between. So I like that. The fact that they get on it. I mean, the part that I was going on about the differences between the delivery between the seeds and such and Baker Creek, I mean, they're both fairly close to me. And yet the seeds and such is, it's going to be, even though I ordered 4 days earlier, I'm going to get the seeds and such order 4 days after I got the Baker Creek one, which, I don't know if it's just that Baker Creek's personnel, they have more people working for them right now. I realize it's the Christmas season. Maybe Seeds and Such doesn't have a lot of people on staff right now, taking a lot of vacation. I don't know. But this happened last year too. So I was honestly going to forget about seeds and such before I got the email about the seeds being on sale. So I was like, okay, we'll give them one more try. And also there are a few seeds that I do get from seeds and such that maybe I haven't found as reliable or as less expensive a source for quite yet. So we'll see. The other thing about Baker Creek, you may have noticed, I didn't buy any tomato seeds yet. So this one order is probably not going to be the only order I do from Baker Creek. I usually order, at least 2 orders a year, more like 3 and 4. My name is Pam. I'm a seedaholic. What can I tell you? So yeah, I have not had any issues with Baker Creek at all. Most of the things that the seeds that I have bought grew well. The seed germination. The only packet I had from them was, what was that called? Liz, you leave Pearl alone. Thank you. We got zoomies. But there was one packet of onion seeds that I got at Baker Creek last year that I didn't end up with very good germination for. It was either Red of Florence or Flat of Italy. I think it was the Flat of Italy that didn't germinate very well. So, but that was pretty much the only thing that didn't grow well. Now, has everything that I have grown from Baker Creek, been a success? I mean, they grow and stuff like that, but sometimes you get stuff that you just don't like the taste of, and that's not the seed the seed company's problem or anything like that. But that's how you learn. So as I said, I didn't order any tomato seeds this time. I'm waiting for Baker Creek has been advertising for a new for them variety called Atomic Purple, Atomic Grape, Atomic Purple, I think. I have it written down on my spreadsheet. But at least I'm hoping it hasn't been released for sale yet. I'm guessing it's going to happen after the new year. So I keep going on there. So when I go on there, one of two things is going to happen. Well, either they've already released it and it's already out of stock, sold out, or they just haven't released it yet. But what's going to happen once they do release it, either by the time I realize and go to order it, it's going to be sold out, or I will get the seeds for that variety, and it won't grow well for me because I had a couple of varieties. Yeah, the memories that are coming back to me now. Yeah, I'd gotten some Thorberg's terracotta tomatoes, and they just did not do well for me. But I can't expect every variety to do well for me. So again, it's not the seed company's fault per se, but it's just why I keep trying and buying new varieties. And I also like spending money that I don't actually have to spend, but that's a different problem we'll discuss another time. And I just realized this lighting is probably making me look like Vincent Price about to do the Thriller rap here. For those of you who don't know what that is, look up Michael Jackson's Thriller, the video. All right, so I think that's about as far as I can go with this subject. When I do get the seeds from Seeds and Such, we'll do another unveiling. Oh, and Baker Creek, great pictures. Both on their website, their catalog, the paper catalog, and then the seed packs themselves are gorgeous. They have great, whoever does their photography does a really good job. So that those pictures are the big difference between that and Seeds and Such. Seeds and Such, the seed packets, they don't have any pictures on it. There are times I'm like, what is this? But maybe they've changed for this year, and that's why they've had to up the prices. I won't know till I get them. But when I get them, I will see if I have the gumption to do another seed stash or a seed order unveiling kind of deal. But so this will be it. I have another video in the pike of doing building another raised bed to kind of constrain my old compost pile. Don't know exactly when that'll happen because I don't know exactly when I'll have it finished. But I'm finally making headway, and so should get it done and get the video out on it before the new year. I hope so. But hope everyone has a fabulous Christmas. Whoever else hope you had a fabulous Hanukkah. Whatever holiday you are celebrating, whether it's Christmas, Yule, Hanukkah, whatever. Hope you had a good one, and I will see you before the end of the year. Bye.